All right, everybody, take a seat and watch this. And you reach out to me on social media and let me know what you think, because I'll be looking at it during this interview. Ted Nugent says he's sorry. Did he really, though? He's sorry for calling the president subhuman, more precisely, a subhuman mongrel. Nugent's choice of words caught fire this week, and given his conservative leanings, the explosive remarks have brought pressure on certain Republicans to condemn him. Well, here's Ted Nugent with CNN political commentator Ben Ferguson on Ferguson's radio show.
Subhuman mongrel is a derogatory term. Most people agree with that. Did you cross the line by calling the President of the United States of America that? And if you saw Barack Obama, would you apologize to him for saying that about him?
Yes, I would. I did cross the line. I do apologize, not necessarily to the president, but on behalf of much better men than myself, like the best governor in America, Governor Rick Perry, the best.
Well, Rick Perry, by the way, is one of those Republicans who actually denounced Ted Nugent's slurs against the president. Ben Ferguson joins me now. That was a very powerful interview. Listen, was that an apology? It didn't sound like an apology to me. Here's an apology.
Yeah,
Ben.
Well,
here's an apology.
I think it was an
apology.
apology.
Is, Ben, I'm sorry. That's an apology.
It's also Ted Nugent, so I doubt he's going to just say, I'm sorry, and stop talking. I also asked him to clarify after the break. A lot of you were saying, all right, is that a real apology? And I asked him again, I said, if the president is listening right now, do you apologize to him? And he said, yes. And because I want to make it very clear, Ted Nugent is a guy that doesn't use very few words, he uses a lot. And so you ask him a question, he's going to keep going and tell you where he's coming from. And that's why I tried to ask him to clarify the second time, make it very clear, are you apologizing to the president? And he said, yes, he is.
He said yes, and he went on for, I apologize for using the term, but I don't apologize to him. That doesn't sound like he sounds like he's apologizing to himself, or he's apologizing possibly to powerful Republicans who might have gotten him to take it back and do it fast.
Well, I think if you listen to what he said, look, I obviously feel bad for the people that I was trying to help that I may have hurt. I obviously feel bad for the words, as he put it to me, that I used. And he said he would not use those words again. And that's why I asked him that second time, are you apologizing directly to the president on this? And he said, yes, he is. And I think he realizes that it did not help Greg Abbott that this came out, as he put it, 40 days earlier when he actually said this. He didn't say at the campaign event. He said, in the future, I've learned from from others, and I would not use those words again. Now, it's pretty obvious from what he said today during the interview that he said he's not a fan of Barack Obama. He's not going to apologize for that. But the words he used, as he said it to me, he would not use those again.
Are you talking about what he said on your radio show, or are you talking about what he said on Twitter? Because what I got from your radio show is that he was not apologizing to the president. He said, yeah, I'm apologizing, but I'm apologizing for it. And I don't want to keep going through this. It did not sound like an apology to me. As I said, an apology comes without caveat. If you're sorry, and there are no strings attached to an apology. It does not sound like an apology to me and to most people.
Well, you may not take it as an apology. I asked him to clarify. Again, the second part, I asked him to clarify again, asked him that direct question. He said he was sorry. Yes, he is apologizing to the president. He does not like the words he used. He said he would not use them again. I mean, he is a man of, like I said, many words. I mean, you can hear that during the interview. And I posted up on Twitter. I mean, it wasn't like this was 5 minutes. We talked for 20 minutes. He explained everything he thought about this and how it went down and what happened. So for him, in looking at Ted Nugent, this is the best apology that he's ever done, as he put it to me, ever in his life. And I think it was sincere for the harm that was done and also for those he was surrounding himself with.
Perhaps he needs some lessons in apology and in apologizing. Does this mean that Ted Nugent, though, can campaign again with Republicans without being politically radioactive?
I think Ted Nugent, from the way that he was talking to me, realizes now that at least for the short term, he does not want to hurt any candidate that he supports. And I doubt he would go out in the campaign trail right now with anyone. He's probably going to enjoy hunting, relax a little bit, and then he will come back in the future, I'm sure, if someone asks him to. I mean, he's not bashful about that, but he also, I think, was from his tone of voice, and I've been around Ted enough to know when he's being Ted Nugent over the top, and today I thought it was more Ted Nugent, the real guy. He doesn't want to hurt any candidates that he supports,
okay,
and I think
so
you won't see him out there soon.
Fair enough, but here's the, okay, good. So you won't see him out there, so he's going to take a seat now because he's realizing he's doing more harm than good, right?
Well, I think on this issue, it's what he said to me. If I could go back 40 days ago, I would not have used those words. That's what Ted said. So, if you look at that, obviously he's saying, I realize what I said was a mistake. I shouldn't have used the terminology
but this isn't
the
first
president.
time.
I feel bad that I hurt these
he
candidates.
said something off color. This isn't the first time that he said something really offensive about the president, about other people. This is not the first time. So, again, he should probably just realize he should take a seat because he's doing more harm than good. Or maybe for Democrats, they'll say,
but Don,
you know what, keep
Don,
talking.
At the end of the day,
you're making yourself look bad, and Republicans.
Here's the thing. He's not a politician. He's not a pastor. He's not a priest. He's
point.
a rock star that's a crazy rock star. Ted Nugent's not going to be, I want to make this clear, he's not going to stop being Ted Nugent. He also does not want to hurt candidates that he truly supports on Second Amendment issues.
I got to go,
I don't
Ben.
think Ted Nugent's going to go away.
Okay. I have a lot to say, but I won't. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Always good. I'll see you soon. I'll see you this weekend on CNN. Coming up.